Okay, so I'm doing my first race here in a Skip Barber at Suzuka, and we're off. It's the first time I've driven a Skip Barber in a race. Made up a couple of places there. Just one.
Falling on P3, I got you.
Terrence. He's going to be narrating the whole race. I can feel it. This is the worst corner coming up. Held it together. They haven't though. Oh.
There it is.
That's not bad. That is not bad at all. We are through the carnage.
Let's push P1. Okay.
And through there. Glorious. I didn't decide a button for mute, so I just got to turn it down. Terrence is going to narrate the whole thing. And this guy as well. Another one stopped. Have they? They certainly have. That's ours as well. So I'm nervous in this. I couldn't control the car this morning, but thanks to a few setup changes from I looked at David Sampson's channel on YouTube. I'm going to give him a shout out, and I'm going to put the link to the video in the description. Shows you how to set up the whole car. Absolutely fantastic. Now this car is drivable, and I can put in okay lap times. This isn't a great drive by any means, but it doesn't feel like it at the moment. I'm not even lapping. Just kind of sliding it through corners. So just a bit nervous, not getting the gears right. Terrence, come on. Good job I'm not racing him. Blimey. Fourth. Can we hold on? No. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to have to edit this bit out. Pit stop, okay. Now we're back. No one wants to see me sit there for 2 minutes. Somehow still in P9. The carnage at the start really helped us out. Yeah, so go to David Barber's channel. I'll put... Not David Barber, what's his name? David Sampson. I'll put a link in the description to that video, because it actually really helps you set up this car. Without that setup, this is actually undrivable for somebody just starting out. But definitely practice is needed. I'm just getting the gears just all wrong. Oh, and again. What's this guy doing? I think. Was that for track position? I don't know. Just got to keep going. Another lap one behind us. Someone come to lap us, sorry. We might have been in a really healthy position still if we'd have just held on. I think their leader's fine. More than happy to let them have that. I'm not going to argue today. Or any day. You shouldn't be arguing with a car that's lapping you anyway. I could not control this car this morning, but with the right setup, I tell you, it's actually not bad. It could be quite fun to drive, you know. So even the leaders are making mistakes. I wonder what these are like to drive in real life. If you've driven one, let me know in the comments what it's like. I imagine it'd be quite fascinating. It's again very difficult. Through Nightmare Corner. Have we just held it? Yes. He's gone past, whether he was lapped or he was lapping us, I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Terrence still banging on. Come on. Are you the god of iRacing? Please, just let me get on with it. I would not want to be racing wheel to wheel with that guy. Good job I'm not. I'll tell him where to go. Also in the other tutorial video, it says about the tyres and how to heat them, things like that. And for me, I'm not sure whether this was wearing them or they tend to overheat. If they don't wear, that's great. 'Cause, I mean, they'll be fairly easy to cool down just by driving like a bit cautiously. Yeah, if they wear, you're gonna have to do a pit stop. I can see that being a living nightmare. We can't afford another stop anyway, but we're running okay at the minute. I'll take this every day. For the minute, because I'm just learning. I mean, I started driving this the other day. I had a few practice laps until I changed the setup. Today, actually. And it feels... Let him through. Yeah, it did not feel comfortable at all. I was spinning it constantly through here. But you think when you drive a Formula 1 car through there, the grip and with everything else, you're flat out, no question. With this, you're having to lift off, maybe put a bit of brake on it, downshift. I quite like that turn, actually. The brake bias on this is important as well. As you notice, I'm locking up a little bit, but you want a higher brake bias for sure. It does help. It does help out a lot. See, locking in again, but if you're locking up in a straight line, it's not too much of a problem around here. Oh, and he's off. I'm laughing myself from him. Thank you. It's like the back end of the Suzuka circuit, so obviously most of it's cut off. It's a fairly nice short lap, for me in this car at the minute. It's a bit of a nightmare. So I was putting in I put in 1:33 in practice, which isn't, it's not too bad. It's not perfection, but at the time it was good enough. You'd be sort of competing. Downshifting through there, I just find that so odd. Trying to get used to it as well. Kind of running okay in the top 10. Car with the gears as well. Haven't really had time to learn them. Just tried to keep the car on the track. That's been the main thing for me. A famous export of the Skip Barber racing school, and somebody who actually learned in these apparently was Juan Pablo Montoya. You can sort of see why. I mean, you can see how someone like that. I mean, I thought he was very good in his Formula 1 days. He did stuff across in America as well, but I mean, his Formula 1 sort of career wasn't bad. If Schumacher hadn't been there, he'd have definitely been a world champion, in my mind, anyway. But it's how he controlled the car. His car control compared. You saw him learning in something like this, because he was actually sublime, I thought. Oh, it's a grass. 10 laps to go as well. It's like a nightmare. It's too long, this. I could have shortened this by a long, long way. I kind of regret paying for this car now, but I think once you put the practice in, it'll be worth it. Guy's still going for it. I can't hear what he's saying. I don't really want to know. So sliding it through there, but again, I am a bit worried about the tyre deg. Hopefully there isn't in this. It's just overheating, because that'd be easy to cool down, as I said earlier. But you just don't want them to wear, because driving their worn tyres in this car is going to be an absolute nightmare. It's a nightmare at the best of times. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, definitely do. I'm going to upload more races as they come. And yeah, I want to really try and build the channel. It's very hard at the minute, I feel, but I'm not giving up. I just want just subscribe, help us out, give us a like, and let us know what you think in the comments. I can deliver more of the content that people want then. Just with these gears. Keep forgetting to shift up. Or too early there. Well, I'm in 5th. Hasn't been 5th yet. Well, maybe not. Still got to go for it. Still keep pushing. Again, not an incredibly satisfying drive. This it's pretty not pretty not appetizing to watch, to be fair. But it's my first ever race in one of these, so be kind. I really, my other video, go and give that a watch. That was on the Ferrari GT488 GT3. That is such a great car to drive. Really getting used to that. Just loved whacking it around Spa these last few days. Lap car and sorry, the car that's about to lap us again. The same dude that spun earlier. Oh, what's happening there? Ah! What's the grass? Hope that's not done any damage. Oh, lovely. What's that sound? That's me not switching up gears soon enough, I think. And up. Got a sneaking suspicion that might be Terrence. But we're moving up. I cannot complain. What's going to happen if we get to racing one-on-one? One thing I am good at in this series, actually, well, maybe not be the fastest or most accurate with hitting the lines, but I'm generally quite good at avoiding collisions and disasters, let's say. That's where I've picked up most of my good results, actually. This corner again, you want to be down in first, really. Accelerating out of there. Hitting the apex. Is that this race is way too long. Like the calendar, let's say, of the series, they tend to go to like sort of F1 tracks, but it's like the shortened down version. I think Catalonia they do a race with these Skip Barbers. Imagine that being quite similar to this. It's around there, like the short track. I've driven on project cars and things like that, but never ever on here. It'd actually be quite entertaining to watch. Everyone driving it. Maybe this will be my last Skip Barber one for a while, but I know people do love it, so give the people what they want. I always did love that turn, especially in Championship Edition, the F1 game. But for me, that's the greatest F1 game ever. Amazing career mode. Absolutely loved it. I love coming down that turn, just down there, flat out. Brilliant. Got to get these gear shifts done. I've just been more focused on trying to control the car. again, what am I doing? Some people go through there in third. I thought second would be slightly better because I mean you're around that sort of range with the speed. But starting there in third, then it's got to build up and it will take its time. I'm second round there. Definitely fourth round here. Ooh. I'm just happy to get through there every time, to be honest, without any incidents. What could have been, if we'd have, if I'd just stuck in fourth? I imagine I'd have probably got overtaken. Because, yeah, there's no way I'm quick enough. Yeah, anyway. There's iRacing put a thing up. I don't know if it was an April Fool's or not, about Formula V, which is a similar sort of car to this actually. And they said they're making that free, and it's going to be in the rookie class. So it's introducing rookies to, small sort of open wheelers that aren't too powerful. So I'm going to be reviewing that when it comes out. Hopefully, I'm not sure when that is. They're not sort of given a date just yet. But car reviews is that's something I'm going to start doing on here. So if there's a car you want me to buy and review in depth, just let me know, and that's something that's going to happen. I want to review the new McLaren actually, and it's like a lot of fun to drive. So maybe review will be maybe doing a race if I'm at that level, or just taking it round a track. As you know, I can talk all day, so yeah, it's going to be an in-depth review, and just it's going to help people maybe make up their mind whether to buy it, because let's face it, iRacing's expensive. 13 quid for a track or a car. And not everyone can warrant that, and you don't want to waste your money. So I'll waste the money for you. And then you can make up your own mind. Clowning around with the gears. Luckily you're not threatened really from behind or up front at the minute. We're not in contention for anything. I'm going to stick with this car. It's not particularly pleasurable to drive at the moment, but you'd like to think maybe a bit later on, once I've got really used to it, done a few races, had a bit more practice time, it's something I could actually see myself driving quite a bit. Getting through here. Got a blue flag. Just trying to stay out of people's way. Imagine this is one of the leaders. Let him have that. Two to go. The never-ending race. Nearly over. Once again, I'm going to just going to suggest that if you subscribe, it massively helps us out. I really want to help build this channel, and I can with your help. Many exciting projects on the horizon if we can get the desired numbers, let's say. If you've learned, do not want to be on the grass with one of these. No chance. If you learned anything from this video, probably just how not to drive like me. There we go. Just make sure you practice with one of these. It's going to take time. Don't jump into a race straight away. Just be more composed. Don't be as nervy as I am. Sliding these through the corners. In the real world, these tyres would be mush. Third through there. Shouldn't be in third. I don't know where I am. Sort of left it now. What are we doing? I don't know anymore. See, as I say, see my other video about doing the gears, because I should really be taking my own advice. Get the gearing done as you come down. Change it much quicker than what I'm doing today. It's a new car, fairly nervy. Probably why it hasn't been textbook, let's say. The grass again. Don't want to get these stuck on the grass. Where they just spin out of control. Apart from the disaster on the first lap, it's been a fairly catastrophe-free race. And I'm happy just to finish it, to be honest. Last lap. Here we go. Twitchy. And we are P7. Lovely. Would have been happy just to take plumb last, to be honest, just with no dramas. But yeah, P7's not bad. I haven't actually overtaken really anyone. I've just kind of stayed out of trouble and avoided that big mess at the start. I'm more than happy to do that. Coming through here. Okay, got to be hitting first gear. Not neat, I know, but the whole race hasn't been neat, really. So happy to have a P7 if we can hold it together. I'm on first through here. We're absolutely nowhere near first gear for you. But it's coming up, and the race looks to be over. Thank you very much for watching. That looks like P7. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.